Good morning, Guardians. It is Ebontis here with your weekly reset information for February 21st. Pretty standard week. I think Iron Banner will be coming next week, but we'll see what those drops looks like on the update on Thursday. Other than that, let's jump into the good stuff and get right to it. So the first thing we have is the Nightfall for the week, and we've got the Abomination Heist, Back to the Moon. Modifiers, we've got our Arc Burn, which is going to be interesting, so make sure you bring that Zalo Supercell, probably an Arc Sniper, Arc Rocket if you've got it. And the nice thing is about this one is the fact that you can actually use the Scorched Cannons that the captains drop to tear the boss apart and almost let those captains survive when the Arc one comes in. Let them work down the boss pretty quickly. They can do a lot of damage because there's usually about two of them, so two of them will be working them at the same time. You can let those captains almost kill the boss for you, so we'll have to see how that goes in the video. We've also got Specialist, so your sniper rifle is going to be really crucial. That thing's going to be hitting like a truck, which is also nice. Then you've got Juggler. Unfortunately, you want to use your sniper, but Juggler is going to make it somewhat difficult. And then to make things really interesting, you've got Exposure. So if we can get to the last room, which, you know, we'll see how it goes. If you do get to the last room with low health, maybe gift yourself a quick death and then go at it with a full set of health. So we'll see how this video goes, but I'll get that one up after the weekly reset. For the Siva Crisis Heroics, pretty standard burn this week. Arc Burn as well, of course, why wouldn't they do that? Then they've got Brawler and Ironclad. So for Brawler, we've got, of course, your melees are going to hit pretty hard. But unfortunately on the other side, Ironclad, more enemies are going to have shields, so they kind of have to balance that out and make it a little harder. The daily heroic story is The Awakening. Go to the Temple of Crota and destroy Crota's soul. So jump in here, 15 quick legendary marks for knocking this one out. Always kind of a cool story mission too. For Miss Tyra Karn's artifacts this week, first we've got the Memory of Fellwinter. Pretty solid roll, but of course it is over the top no matter what you do. And you lose your super but gain one extra grenade and melee charge. Small boost all stats, and orbs grant melee and grenade energy. Pretty much if you want to goof around without your super and have extra everything else, this is the way to go. Secondly, we've got the Memory of Timer. Discipline and strength roll today, only about 90%, nothing too epic. And melee attacks on minions in the darkness have a chance to temporarily turn the target against its allies. It's only kind of fun to goof around with, really not that helpful in general, so honestly this is a pretty low tier artifact. Finally, we've got the Memory of Perun. Intellect and strength roll, again nothing epic here, maybe about 90%-ish roll. Nothing crazy. Enemy guardians with full supers and all enemies with low health are highlighted. So if you want to, if you want to have be able to tell if somebody has their super in PvP, it's actually not a bad thing. See if somebody's got low health, go for that, final pickoff shot, or see if enemies are low, you want to take them out. Has some okay benefits. You could goof around and see if you like it, but again, probably not a top tier one compared to a couple others. And Shiro 4 decided to mix it up this week with his Iron Lord bounties. Everything is going to be in Archon's Forge. Haven't actually seen him do that before. What you're going to be looking for is the victories against different enemy types. We've got Dregs, Captains, Shaxx, and Servitors. You need 4 victories against each enemy type, so just spend some time in there, kind of rotate through. If you get kind of a bad run and nobody else picks up an offering, head back out, go do some other things and head back in. But all Archon's Forge this week for Shiro's bounties, so if you need that Thorn bounty, you know where you're going to have to be. Next we come to Senor Zavala holding down the tower and his weekly elite bounties. First of course, Strike Elite, Gold tier, Silver tier, and Bronze tier medals achieved. Just spend some time in some strikes and you'll get one type of medal or the other. Then you come to the Sunrise bounty. This is the one for your Icebreaker if you still don't have it yet. Took me a while to get mine, so if you're still working on yours, stick at it. You've got Earn Gold tier Achieve medal before time expires, usually get a half hour, and Gold tier is just kind of the amount of score needed. Usually it's not too bad, just as long as you kind of kill everything, get a reasonable time bonus, you should be okay. And then finally we've got Simply Perfect. Complete Siva Crisis Strikes without any member of your fire team dying to earn flawless medals. Sometimes this can be harder than you think, but sometimes it's actually not so bad. Pretty much you just need to basically not have everyone die at the same time so you have a checkpoint. If people die and you revive them, it does still seem to give you this one, so it's not as bad as you think. Just stick with it and, a few strike playlists and you'll be alright. And now we come to the Crucible side of things. Daily Crucible is going to be Skirmish today. Good old small 3v3 team tactics, kill the enemy, revive teammates, just 3v3 team deathmatch. Come in here, have some fun, get your 15 legendary marks for the day. For your weekly Crucible playlist, Mayhem Clash is back. This one may be here for a little while due to that glitch of infinite super craziness that they're working on fixing. But yeah, Mayhem Clash, always a fun one, usually pretty speedy around, so if you want to farm for certain weapons and things like that. Mayhem Clash usually does go pretty quick, so it's just an efficient way to have a lot of PvP matches in a pretty short amount of time. On the other side, we've got Rumble Supremacy, so pretty much free-for-all supremacy. Shoot everybody else and pick up everybody else's crest and try to hold on to your own. Good luck, you're probably going to lose it occasionally. Next, we come to Shaxx Weekly Bounty, and the nice thing is your weekly playlist pairs very well with this one. Got back to basics. Exercise your skills in the Clash match type, and Mayhem Clash works for this. So 7 match completions, those should go pretty quickly. 50 primary kills, that one you might actually need to queue up for regular Clash. 25 assisted kills and 25 ability kills. The ability kills do take a little while, but if you go into Clash, you're going to get your super up, so just find an offensive level super, and you should be able to knock this one out pretty quickly. Not too bad, and get your Nightfall tier rewards as well. The raid challenge for Wrath of the Machine this week is going to be the Vosik challenge. This is the one on each one of the damage phases once you've actually knocked his shield down after those 3 waves. You need to go ahead and pick up a couple of those Siva clusters that drop that normally you could do some extra damage with, and then you need to use those to close 2 of the doors on each of the first 2 damage phases, and then on the last phase, since all the doors are closed, you need to kill him. So, first damage phase, 2 doors, second damage phase, 2 doors, and the third damage phase, kill him, and you'll be good to go. Not too shabby, I think most people know this one by now. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for the weekly reset, and you guys know the patches out there, the new meta is in the works, so a little different, but just that special ammo kind of throwing a wrench into things, mixing it up a little bit. Gonna have Iron Banner, it sounds like next week. We'll hear that one from the weekly update on Thursday, and then other than that, pretty normal week for you guys. So, hope you guys enjoy this one. Also, check out my series on Neo. It's kind of like a Dark Souls, Bloodborne type game. Honestly, really enjoying it and having a lot of fun with it. So, it's like Ninja Samurai with some, pretty hardcore, quick-paced action. So, it's a lot of fun. Check out those videos as well. Other than that, if you guys enjoyed the video, drop that like down below. I will keep the content always coming your way. Love to see something about Destiny 2, but for now, we've got a lot of games that are coming up here in late February and March that are going to keep me occupied for a while. Horizon Zero Dawn, Zelda, Mass Effect, those are going to be a lot of work. So, looking forward to those coming up. Hope you guys stick with me and enjoy those new series as they come. Other than that, have a good week, guys. Check out that main channel page, subscribe there, and I will keep the content coming your way. Have a good week. Talk to you later. Peace out.